Welcome to my digital city. This isn't real, it's digital. Last time, I finished off the alleyway, so in today's episode, I'm going to finish off this tan building and then create an embankment to add some height variation to my city. Before we start, as the city is now growing larger, I had to add some more tables so I can start working on the waterfront area soon. Just to plan out a bit of the city, there will be a road extending south leading to a waterfront area where there will be a bunch of docks and waterfront industries. This is not to scale, but just to give myself a general plan. For now, I'll refer to this area as the southern part of the city. There will be trackage that services various businesses along the dock. This part will be based roughly on the San Francisco pier districts of the past, in an era where much of the piers had rail access and were serviced by trains. I'm not sure how many piers I'm going to build, but all of them will have rail access like they did here on this map. I really wanted to make sure my city incorporated different heights and wasn't just a flat city, so I decided that the entire alleyway section would be on a slight embankment. To begin, I did what I would do if my Lego city was real. Go find random bricks and thick books that I haven't touched in 10 years and use them to try and create the most stable, yet still very unstable raised area for my future city. This meant I had to raise the height of the existing alleyway. This would have been a major pain if it was real Lego, but in the digital world, it's slightly less so. This raised the section about 14 or so bricks in height over ground, and I've placed the entire alleyway layout on top. On the upper side, the tracks will continue east and the road will continue north under an elevated rail section. Industries and warehouses will be bordering this road. As mentioned, I finished off this tan building. It's a multi-story mixed-use office building. The main entrance is on the north side of the building and enters into the main stairwell. Off to the right is the back side of the building, with a fire escape, and borders the adjacent red building further right, sharing a common dirty, damp courtyard. We can see that the piping now continues to the roof and joins with some interesting roof detail. This is what it looks like once it's placed in the scene. There will be a road on the other side of the building and is where the alleyway branches off from. Once I've placed down the road, it's nice to see where the alleyway branches off. At the end of the road, I added a pile of junk and debris here, like an unfinished construction site. The road is in pretty good condition, just a few cracks. I do like the little details such as sewer grates and utility access plates. Garbage bins line the building on the side adjoining the road, and there are more in this dark courtyard. I mentioned before that the tracks continue eastbound, so I've extended them now. This is a switch for a spur line that diverges off the branch and is eventually going to lead to a rather large industry, which I'll talk about in the next episode. This rickety old switch and spur is interesting because it's at the elevation of the embankment. I wanted to build this for a long time because it's a structure I've occasionally seen traveling on trains in North America, and I think it's a really cool relic of the past industries. We'll see how this is used by the industry in the next episode. There will be another north-south bound road beneath the embankment that's adjacent to the factory that's serviced by the spur. It starts from the docks but dead ends here at the embankment with a little cove. I have some cool ideas for the structures I'm going to build here. So the entrance to this alleyway is a bit sketchy. I wouldn't want to be a truck driver having to navigate this tight turn. I mean, you have those little pylons, but make this turn wide and you're going over the cliff. Let's take a quick driver's eye view to see what they would see as they navigate through this narrow alleyway. Just another working day driving down the road. Not too bad so far. Yeah, that turn's a bit sketch. This is kinda cool. So many people in the way though. I got deliveries to make. Just a FYI, this truck is a free model I downloaded off Bricklink's gallery. I've put the link in the description box below. That's it for this episode. At the beginning we started with this, and now it's all raised up on an embankment. The building at the end was completed, and this totally finishes off the alleyway as the road where the alleyway branches off from is now in place. I really like the progress so far. In the next video, I'm going to continue working my way south by adding the road and factory that's serviced by this spur. That'll be a good starting point as they begin the waterfront area. Thanks for watching.